Have you ever said something to a family member or friend which you realized shortly after saying it that maybe you weren't correct and they all ganged up on you and you thought to yourself, you know what, maybe I just need to apologize and admit I was wrong? Well, if that's happened to you, it's never happened to me because I've never been wrong, and let me explain exactly why. Now, there are some players in this game who get associated with the car that they like to main. For example, when I say Ocalid, you probably think of the Fennec. And when I say Monkey Moon, my guess is you're thinking he's playing in an Octane. Now, I once upon a time said that the player that we're watching today maybe dabbles in Octane, and everybody got mad at me. They said, no way, are you kidding me, Feer? That player never ever leaves the Fennec, and we are right now watching Seiko. That's right. Octane Seiko has become a bit of a meme on the Twitch channel because people say it's a mythical player that does not exist, but the bad news for them is that I have the ability to write a little bit of code, and I got a lot more free time ever since my coding job is no longer existent. So I decided to put that to good use and go ahead and search through ball chasing to find the mythical Octane Seiko games. And guess what? I only had to go back 2 years, so it isn't even that far back in time to find the Octane Seiko. But we're going to go ahead and see what he might look like if he were to play a bit more Octane in the RLCS. So we have ourselves a couple ranked games from Seiko as he plays with Extra against Clifty and Cyrax. Nice double from Mr. Octane Seiko with 3 minutes 17 left to go. And I know what you're thinking, did this guy just grab a Monkey Moon replay and then not show us his name ever? No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Here is Seiko's name as he went to kick off and gets followed up by Extra. It is very much the actual Seiko. We just had to go a little bit far back in time. But either way, his team now up 2-0 against Cyrax and Glyfty. Seiko looking so beautiful in this Octane, Meki as I've ever seen him. Octane Seiko can bring the world to its knees, as we all know. And it's clear why. He's really just been hiding this Octane Seiko from the world and saving it for the right moments in which he needs to completely take over the RLCS scene. Everybody who's getting a touch on that ball is getting a reset. Nice 50 on the follow-up save. Extra leaving this off for Seiko, who is going to boom it to the net to have a 3-0 lead. And guess what? The other team forfeits. The other team forfeits halfway through the game because they're up 3-0. And because Octane Seiko's already got 2 goals on him, he's the first one out of here. He said, screw it. Why wait a second more? But we have a second Octane Seiko game coming up next. In this game, Octane Seiko is playing alongside his fellow frequent Octane, Mr. Rise, on Champions Field against Cyrax again. And I forgot who was his teammate. Faye is his teammate this time around. As Seiko gonna back off this ball, allow Cyrax to get a reset. And you know what? I can't imagine that Octane Seiko could ever get scored on, but apparently it's possible. Apparently it is possible. Direct front flip from Seiko, who has a chance at a double now, booming it over to Rise instead of trying to play it for himself, who has attempted a triple touch, but does not connect. And Octane Seiko going to reset the play back into the corner. Nice single jump off the back wall as Rise unable to make anything work out of that play. And Seiko gets a low 50 in order to get to the midfield 100. He was going to go in and out on the save, but Rise cutting back takes it away. Oh, excuse me, Rise. Octane Seiko on the job. Please step aside. Rise booming this way too high for anybody but Octane Seiko, who's going to get a first touch reset. And cannot get back to the ball. Excuse me, once again, Rise, get out of the way. Octane Seiko is on the field. What are you doing out here? Rise doesn't seem to get it. But Octane Seiko is going to go upfield and take away all the boost he possibly can. As Rise looking for an air dribble distance of the field, staring at what looks like an open net, and it is. It is an open net when you're Octane Seiko. A little double jump shot is going to make it 1-1. Rotate back here Off of a nice one kickoff. Rise looking for a double. Could not score it. Octane Seiko gets a demo. Power slides around. Chips up over the top of Cyrex. 50. Oh, it's free. It's free. Look at the creation that Octane Seiko can make. As he's now up 2-1. Gonna let Rise go to this kickoff. So generous of him to let the clearly inferior player, the clearly inferior Octane player, go to the kickoff. And you know what? Would not have happened if Octane Seiko had taken it. But the good news is Octane Seiko probably gonna take this kickoff, as he wisely forces it into his own half to where Rise can get to the ball first. Just unfortunately that Rise really doesn't know how to play an Octane quite like Seiko does. Wasn't able to handle it. Now Seiko cutting around one. Can he create an opportunity? Oh, fakes the pass out instead. Takes it down all by himself, top right. They were so worried about Rise. They needed to be worried about Octane Seiko. Cheat up from Seiko on the kickoff. Ooh, nice pre-flip to leave the ball just floating tantalizingly in front of the net, but Rise too slow, not on the wavelength that Octane Seiko is. Decides to wait it out. Nice save from Octane Seiko. Can he get a bump on Cyrex? He doesn't, but that's because he knew Cyrex was going to go miss. Genius play from Octane Seiko, who now, on an air dribble, decides he doesn't want to use his reset. There's no way he didn't get it. Come on, let's be honest. Octane Seiko, great recognition of the play. Saw Cyrex swinging wide of that right wall. No reason to bring the ball to him. Instead, force him to play a bit of defense, cutting in field. Another 50 from Octane Seiko, who has allowed Rise to go back and get involved in the play. Cringe bump from Faye. Fortunately, Octane Seiko's car is made of titanium. No way is he getting bumped off his line. Octane Seiko to the skies. Reset over the top of one. How did he see that guy coming? Octane Seiko has eyes in the back of his head. He knew. But he couldn't get around the last defender. And that was Rise's mistake. We can all agree. No way could have Octane Seiko done anything about that in that situation. So we have ourselves a tie game with 1:24 left to go. Seiko, air dribble 50. Now going to back off Rise with a big whiff. Seiko has time to pick up the back corner. And notice that nobody seems to care about this ball, so he is going to wait it out. Great patience. Looking to get the teammates involved as well. Rise. He could have hit that if it were Octane Seiko up there. But instead, he knows what to do. Dish it out to the boy. Just hit the double to the hard carry. And the squad's up 4-3. Seiko cleanup. Interesting mech that he's trying out where he makes it look like he's attempting to wave dash, but almost seems like he messed it up if it weren't for the fact that we know that it is impossible for Octane Seiko to mess up. Air triple bump. Please, you think that is going to work against this Giga Chad? There's no way. 30 seconds left to go. Octane Seiko again biding his time. Just waiting for the opposition to give the ball away. A little boost steal on his own half. Give a doink opportunity for Mr. Rise. Catch the ball. Dead center midfield. Reset over one. And let Rise challenge the other. Seiko left alone. Never have to worry for a second. Easy challenge. Steal the ball away. 38 seconds left to go. Maybe a clip for the road. Or, you know what? We'll just let it hit the ground because we know how to secure that MMR. Octane Seiko, the best player to ever do it. I don't know why chat ever thought I was wrong.